It is the most famous animal in the history of science. You have seen it on T-shirts, in movies, and referenced in pop culture. The premise is famous. You put a cat in a steel box with a vial of poison, a Geiger counter, and a single radioactive atom. You close the lid. Until you open the box to look, the cat is simultaneously both dead and alive. It is a mind-bending concept that perfectly captures the spooky, mystical nature of quantum mechanics. It tells us that reality is a blur of possibilities until a human observer looks at it. But there is a massive problem with this story. Erwin Schrödinger, the brilliant physicist who came up with this thought experiment in 1935, didn't create it to explain how quantum mechanics works. He created it to point out how incredibly stupid he thought quantum mechanics was becoming. Schrödinger's cat is not a sincere theory of reality. It is a sarcastic joke. It is a mathematical insult aimed directly at his colleagues, specifically Niels Bohr and Werner Heisenberg, the architects of the Copenhagen interpretation. To understand the joke, we have to look at what physicists were arguing about in the 1930s. Heisenberg and Bohr had just established that subatomic particles, like electrons, do not have fixed physical properties until they are measured. They exist in a superposition, a mathematical blur of probability. Schrödinger hated this. He believed the math was correct, but the philosophical interpretation was absurd. He didn't believe the universe magically cared if a human being was looking at it. So, he wrote a paper to mock them. He decided to take their microscopic rules and apply them to a macroscopic object. He proposed the box. Inside the box, the radioactive atom has a 50% chance of decaying. If it decays, the Geiger counter detects it, drops a hammer, shatters the vial of poison, and kills the cat. If it doesn't decay, nothing happens, and the cat lives. According to the Copenhagen interpretation, before you look, the atom is in a superposition. It is both decayed and not decayed. Schrödinger pointed out the logical trap. Because the atom's state directly controls the hammer, and the hammer controls the poison, and the poison controls the cat's life, the cat becomes entangled with the atom. Therefore, the math dictates the cat must also be in a superposition, a literal smear of dead and alive probability. Schrödinger essentially said to his colleagues, "If your theory is correct, then this cat is a zombie ghost until I open the box." Does that make sense to you? Obviously, it doesn't. A cat cannot be a probability. He was using a rhetorical device called reductio ad absurdum, taking an opponent's argument to its logical, ridiculous extreme to prove that it is flawed. And from a modern physics standpoint, Schrödinger was entirely right to be skeptical. A cat in a box is not in a superposition. But the reason why it isn't in a superposition wasn't fully understood until decades after Schrödinger's death. The answer is a concept called quantum decoherence. The Copenhagen interpretation makes it sound like a conscious human observer is required to collapse a wave function and force reality to pick a state. But physics doesn't care about human consciousness. An observation in quantum mechanics simply means any physical interaction that exchanges information. An electron can stay in a blurry state of superposition only if it is perfectly isolated. The moment it bumps into a photon of light, or an air molecule, or the wall of a box, it exchanges energy. That tiny collision counts as an observation. The wave function collapses instantly. Now, think about the cat. A cat is made of roughly octillions of atoms. Those atoms are vibrating, generating body heat, shedding hair, and breathing oxygen. The cat's body is constantly interacting with the air inside the box. The Geiger counter is interacting with the radioactive atom. The walls of the box are absorbing heat. Trillions of times a second, the environment inside that box is measuring itself. The system is so noisy, so massive, and so complex that quantum superposition is destroyed almost instantly. The state decoheres into classical physics before you even reach for the lid. Long before a human ever opens the box, the universe has already opened it. The cat is either definitively alive or definitively dead. There is no magic blurring of reality. Schrödinger's sarcastic thought experiment accidentally became the mascot for the very theory he was trying to destroy. People misunderstood his joke, and the myth of the dead and alive cat took on a life of its own. But it remains a vital piece of scientific history. It forces us to ask the most important question in modern physics. Where exactly is the boundary between the spooky quantum world and the solid, predictable world we live in? We still don't have a perfect answer, but we do know one thing for certain. No matter what the math says, the cat is doing just fine.